I'm not sending it.
But Jonas, isn't it your...
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. This is impermissible. As Half's leader, can you truly say...
Who are you to question...
I, Jonas. I am an outsider, and I shall follow my own will. And all those with the strength and courage to do the same, join me at...
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
"'Tis just like Sir Ulrika to fly to another's aid. Let us hasten to Stormwind Cave and join in her rescue effort. I can guide you there if you wish."
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Here at last.
'Tis you. Have you come to... My thanks. The captured villager ought to be with...
No doubt we will have to plumb the cave depths to find our charge. Shall we press on? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
I cannot return to Malv. This village also suffered the dragon's attack and prey. Give my regard.
Sir Leonard will be very glad to know that Sir Ulrika is safe. We ought to bring him these tidings post-haste.
Now, there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Now that is a surprise.
I shan't let them on.
How do you like that?
It would seem we've rediscovered an old haunt by a new entrance.
How very curious. I wonder what other secrets this place holds. I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. Would you mind coming over here?
I will not be swayed. The captured village.
Sir, how can I be a...
Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
We shall have to pray.
We will likely find our charge in the cave's depths. Shall we press on? I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
Tis a nice place, this village. One would. My name shan't be cleared till the dragon. I intend to stay in this village and.
We will likely find our charge in the cave's depths. Shall we press on? I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
I will not be swayed.
I pose we scour this place anew. Who knows what we might find?
Indeed. Let us know if we can be of assistance, Arisen. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I will protect you. Formidable, Arisen. Same go, yes.
I'm saved.
Thank heavens. Let us be on our way.
We'd best report back.
The mission was a success. I wonder what Sir Jonas will have to say of our efforts. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
The monsters left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry. Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. A tad too high, methinks.
Methinks I can make it over there. Might I be of assistance?
Might you consider lightening that old man by the shore? What drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
Thanks, sir. You have returned triumphant, I see.
Indeed. And now that the in exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. Yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika.
After you left, we who remained discussed. It is as you yourself have said. A village is nothing without its people. We ought to have learnt that lesson well. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, 'tis our hope that you will guide us.
Aye. If that is what is needed.
I could not have imagined a better outcome. The village will surely prosper in Sir Ulrika's.
I know this time I shan't.
Horns aren't permitted.
'Tis a nice place. My name shan't be cleared till the dragon is found. I intend to stay in this village and investigate the dragon.
Over here, if you please.
I ne'er thought the day would come when I'd be asked to lead another village. Fate can be rather strange. This time, I shan't.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to...
Whoa! There's something written here. Now there's a worthy prize. If only 't weren't so far away.
You!
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job... So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, we will hear all he has to say.
Yes, sir!
We shall see how bold you are in irons.
Do not test me.
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
We shall see how bold you are in irons.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well. So tired. My kit just about anywhere. Not sure where I've tried it.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
All this work and so few people to show for it.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will...
Mind moving along? You're being very distracting.
Ingredients are... plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
A told man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
All people fear the dragon.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Off to jail with you.
You dare incite my wrath?
Stop this! I beg of you!
You've nowhere to go.
That's it! Well met. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no power. I had intended to endure. I'll be honest with you, as the Dragon's Flame has devastated when I mentioned as much in a letter. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. They've confiscated all weapons to forestall our escape. Perhaps if we could reclaim the... Alas, we villagers are...
Here, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage. Both roles myself.
Always a pleasure.
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. My thanks. I'd wait.
I've got you cornered, rat.
Don't fret. I've got you. Where's me? Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
cannot be.
Retreat! We must withdraw and regroup.
You have my gratitude for all you. If I were you, I'd leave. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're of a mind to visit,
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all.
We must rest. Tis a perilous journey.
Favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
Interested in my wares?
This town must
Take it easy today. Fancy a little one wares?
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Fancy a little one wares? My fur stands on end. I'm just grateful I get to leave.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Do come again.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
I heard what transpired. Thank you for fighting on my people's behalf. You cannot imagine my way. Say, would you visit me again?
Well met, sir.
Hardly been able to catch any
glad I am to see you. Tis a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mel behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine. Whate'er trials we may face, I shall...
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Horns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
Whate'er trials we may face,
Life's been pretty kind.
Well met, sir. Can I interest you in a room, sir? Do stop by again.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
But hold a moment. But scale cinder's easy enough to come by. It forms in the soot of the forge. As a matter of fact, pay a visit to any... Got any work for a blacksmith's hammer? Many thanks to you.
Interested in my wares?
Reckon trade towns can make you right sick of. Crowds, but here, pleasure doing.
Well, if you think me a liar, then I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in. Hope to see you again. Well, if you think me a liar, then buy something and on the transference of is not like to do. Take care how you use. Hope to see you again. Well, if you think me a liar, then buy something, and the item you requested is. Here you are. Hope to see you again. Got any work for a blacksmith's hammer? Hope to see you again.
Speaking of which, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Since time. Remember, Draconic blood flows through the.
Then I bid ye farewell.
Since time. Remember, Draconic blood. flows through the veins.
Then I bid ye farewell.
Since time, remember.
Then I bid ye farewell.
I am bound to an since remember. Draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall. Harness it to your benefit.
Then I bid ye farewell.
Might you spare a moment? Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find.
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell uneasy...
Well...
Someone to buy me a drink. Now, where was I headed?
From me to bear what younger.
What to make of this? Should you wish to ply me for information...
cannot condone this.
No, that's not happening.
Well met, sir. No doubt you're dazzled by my... Who will it be, then?
Just be sure you mind your manners.
Aren't you sweet? I'd be glad to have you.
Welcome. Do make yourself at home.
Aren't you sweet? My eyes are up here, sir, but by all means, look. Welcome, sir.
Can't you see?
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine. What a delightful breeze.
A place to soothe the spirit, this.
Would that I had a helping hand.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find.
All I need's my health, I suppose.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Always the same. Just how I like it.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
A treasure chest. We shall remain here.
You know, many of our patrons wish to take, yet there is something. I lived a simple, but one man. 'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far. On here I...
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
Always sets me to thinking. Seems my humming would be unwelcome.
Tis no simple... Here I...
This place is very dreary.
Good to see you, Master.
'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her lonesome. Yet after all this time, here I am. Here I...
I've been on my feet all day.
I find your company to be rather edifying. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
To this world I return.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well? If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
My sincerest... Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a...
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. But I cannot simply... I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself, or so I'd sworn. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid, and recall that if the proof I seek I suppose there is truly save deliver him a group. Still, if you insist upon 3 days, I shall wait patient. I don't imagine. Still, I shan't grant.
I'm sure I'd be patron.
There's ought to be said.
Sometimes I wonder, I'd be better off as a hermit.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? We shall await you here, Master.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
Hail! Have you heard aught of them? 'Tis said they are in celebration. However, but therein lies our... Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? I imagine that's the most prudent way to go about this. You have my thanks. I will speak with this. Patrick will be wearing a mask with... Hopefully this... Come to think of it, there has been... I've not been told much. Any guest of my mother's is bound to... You should be going now, friend. You wish to expose... Ah, but of course. Patrick may go to his manor come nightfall.
My legs are stiff as boards after training. I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
A difficult choice indeed.
Allah, long have I borne witness to the man. I visited his manor. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to... Excellent. Once you've seen him depart his
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
I suspect this will suffice as proof.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
So, I confess, I thought you might not. Well, did you find what you were... Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life. I've no other tasks for you, unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious... Is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in. Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm.
At last. What is this?
Don't let him escape.
Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hanged for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice. Wilhelmina. But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately. I think 'twould be best for us to make our escape. Should we both make it out of this unfettered? Let us meet at them till then.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
This is where it ends.
You have my protection.
What to make of this? All's
lost.
Now, what's all this ruckus? You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Good evening, sir. I trust you for...
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later. Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it all to you. 'Twould seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a shrewd as a dinner. I truly cannot thank... Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my baudelry will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long...
A good sleep will ensure we are...
Peruse at your leisure.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day. Off we go. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
I will protect you.
That's it. I've had enough.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
How many of their ilk must we defeat? That was superb, Arisen.
First impressions count for much. If you like, mend you a new hairstyle or manner of face paint. How very charming. Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. The sun climbs high.
Might you spare a moment?
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new hairstyle. Face paint. Much obliged, sir.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Nattering all day. Where is
Well met, sir. Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the foremost, you know where to find. The solution is... Well, you will soon forget the fatigue...